Can you figure out who is the fake police officer? The fake police officer is officer number 3. Why? Because the chest badge and uniform pocket text on his shirt is misspelled as Polsi instead of police. Can you figure out who pranked the teacher? The person who pranked the teacher is student number 2. Why? Because if you look closely at his shoes, there are fresh drops of blue paint on them that perfectly match the blue slime or paint poured all over the teacher's chair. Can you figure out who robbed the bank? The bank robber is suspect number 3. Why? Because while holding a delivery box, he is secretly clutching a large stack of stolen cash behind it with his left hand. Can you figure out who is the ghost? The ghost is person number 2. Why? Because despite standing directly under the bright sun, she is the only person who does not cast a shadow on the ground. Can you figure out who is the murderer? The murderer is suspect number 2. Why? Because despite his confident posture, there are fresh, dripping bloodstains hidden on the sleeve of his white chef uniform. Can you figure out who is the alien? The alien is traveler number 3. Why? Because the body scanner display behind them shows her skeletal structure has a classic, oversized alien head and elongated limbs instead of a human skeleton. Can you figure out who is not real? The person who is not real is suspect number 3. Why? Because looking at her reflection in the glass window, she is actually a mannequin holding a coffee cup, completely different from her real-world appearance. Can you figure out which couple is fake? The fake couple is couple number 2. Why? Because the man is already wearing a wedding ring on his left hand while walking down the aisle, meaning he is secretly married to someone else. Can you figure out who is lying? The person who is lying is suspect C. Why? Because despite claiming he doesn't own any pets, his yellow shirt is completely covered in animal hair. He is carrying a pet crate and his keys have a name tag that reads Luna. Can you figure out who is hiding something? The person hiding something is traveler number 2. Why? Because the X-ray screen shows a large suitcase hidden entirely inside her rolling luggage bag. Can you figure out who tore the page? The person who tore the page is suspect B. Why? Because if you look closely at the stack of books he is carrying, a torn piece of paper matching the exact shape of the missing book page is sticking out between the book covers. Can you figure out who stole the rabbit? The rabbit thief is magician number 2. Why? Because the rabbit's fluffy white tail is sticking out of the back pocket of his green coat. Can you figure out who is the vampire? The vampire is person number 2. Why? Because despite sitting right in front of a large mirror, she has absolutely no reflection showing in the glass.